Puckhead here, and I've just got a couple things I wanted to talk about. I was watching a motivational video. I think that Jimmy Nelson posted. Thank you, shout out Jimmy. What up, D-Bolt here. And I'm sure if 100 different people watched that same motivational video, they would have been focused and concentrating on 100 different things. So the point is that every time you see something like that, you're going to pick out something else in particular to what you need to hear, most likely, and take that with you. So obviously what I took out may be, or maybe not, the individual thing that you need to hear. But for me especially, it was a really good message. So I want to pass that on to you all. It's probably like a 5-minute video, so lots of stuff in there. But the thing that really stuck out for me was when the gentleman, I don't remember his name or who was in the motivational video, because there's several. It was a collage. But the thing that really stuck out for me was when they said it's easy to figure out why you're successful or not successful at anything you do. And the difference is the things that you're not successful at and the things that you don't want to do are things that you see as obligations or responsibilities or something that you have to do. So you think, oh, that's an obligation. I've got to work out today. As opposed to somebody else that sees everything as an opportunity. So it's like, I know when I was working 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, required sometimes 60-hour weeks, sucked. And then I got the opportunity to work out. I'm like, oh, awesome. Like I have enough time or opportunity to work out today. And that's really the difference. So think about the last thing that you hated to do. And were you thinking of that thing as an obligation or an opportunity? And I feel, and I know this is true for me, anything that I think back about, like, I don't want to do it, those are things that were obligations. And if you just choose to think of that same thing, whatever it is, it could be shoveling a ditch, right? If you, instead of thinking, I got to go shovel that ditch today, instead of thinking it like that and say, like, no, I've got this opportunity to shovel this ditch, which is going to create irrigation for my house because this is the place in the world that I want to spend my time. Now something that was an obligation becomes something that you're excited about, an opportunity, and that's what will create your motivation. So I just really, really loved that concept. So hopefully, spending a couple minutes on it now will help you and share that little secret tidbit of knowledge that I gained from the video Jimmy shared. And the other thing that I want to speak about is a lot of people come to me and like, what takes success? And there's another separate motivational video I've been watching, and they describe this gentleman who, he's hanging out with this billionaire guy, and he's like, oh, you're so successful, like I want to learn what you do and how to be successful like you have. And the guy's like, okay, no problem, meet me at the beach tomorrow. So the kid shows up at the beach tomorrow with this billionaire, and and he's dressed in a suit, right? The kid is. The billionaire's in shorts and sandals. So the kid walks out, or he meets the billionaire, and the billionaire's like, walk out into the sea. And the kid's like, what? I'm gonna walk out to sea in a suit? He's like, hey, if you want to be successful, walk out into the sea. So the kid's walking out in the sea, and he turns back, and the billionaire says, keep going. And the billionaire keeps saying, keep going, until he's to the point where he has to tilt up his head just so he can breathe. And the billionaire's like, keep going. The guy's like, I'm gonna drown out here. Whatever, he wants to succeed, so he keeps walking. Just to the point where his complete head's under the water. The billionaire comes up behind him and holds him under the water. And now the guy's like struggling to breathe. Like he's only got 2 minutes of air, so he's struggling. He's fighting. The millionaire's on his back, won't let him breathe. And just at the last second, when he's about to give up hope, the billionaire can feel like the energy, coming out of his body. Like he's stopped fighting so much. That's when he grabs the kid and he pulls him up out of the water. And the kid was like, what the heck is that? Like, I came out here for you to teach me how to be successful, and you're out here trying to drown me. He's like, when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, that's when success will come. And think about that. If you couldn't breathe under the water, somebody's holding you down, how hard do you fight to get back up? And I think in a way, that's what takes success in a life. Now, if you combine these two things, if you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, and you see all the things that you want to do as opportunities instead of obligations, I think that's when you've got this double-edged sword working for you to accomplish the things that you want to do and have joy doing them. So I don't want to take up too much of your time today, but it's just been heavy on my heart. Couple messages that I got just from listening to online motivational videos. Again, one from a friend, another one I think maybe was from Amber Snow. So thanks to both those people, Jimmy Nelson and Amber Snow, for sharing the motivational videos. And hopefully spending a few minutes listening to this will help you out too. All right? Peace out. One more thing before I go. I'm doing challenge group this month, and everybody says challenge groups, whatever. No, it's like we're a group, 5 or 10 people that are testing out the new Beachbody mobile app. So it's like there's 5 or 10 of us on this mobile app, and we're all talking to each other, supporting each other. If you have any questions about nutrition, fitness, or just need somebody to hear you, like when you're struggling, like I did today with Yoga X. Oh my God. Not easy. The program that I'm doing is I'm doing like half of P90X every day. Because when you think about P90X, and if you've ever done it before, like, 90 minutes of yoga, tough. But when you say, like, I'm only going to do half of it, and you do the first 45 minutes of P90X yoga, that's still a great workout. And it works for the entire DVD series, half of chest and back. You're still doing 4 sets of pull-ups and like 8 sets of push-ups. Excuse me. I know we heard that. But it's really working. I've got more energy and I feel better. So if that's something that would appeal to you and you want support doing it, hit me up. I'll put a link down below here. That is just apply.reply.direct, and that will put you in touch with us so you can work with our group and be motivated and accountable and successful if you use those couple tips. All right, thanks again.